Yo,
what's going on?
just trying to pick my team.
Pick your team. What, fantasy football? Hey?
No, the real one. No, I'm sorry, I'm running late and I have to do it now.
Sorry, yeah, because the viewers here are shocked and outraged that we're running late. We're not even technically late because this is early for us, despite the fact we are kind of late.
Just checking availabilities.
Steve's managing his team. Get involved in the chat in the comments, right? You know the Brew better than anyone, yeah? You know how we do on here. We talk about everything and anything. Now, we've put FA Cup memories on the thumbnail. To be honest with you, we might even end up talking about that because it's kind of nostalgic.
We might.
And we like nostalgia. What we don't like is modern football in general, unless it's perhaps laughing at Liverpool and City, because I've always got a bit of time for that, even though we're a lot worse than they are. It's still funny the fact that they thought they were going to win loads of trophies and they're not going to. We don't like modern football. We don't like news.
Joe Jurgen Klopp, when he turned up, was a suit-wearing, suave individual. Yeah. Now he wears trackies.
What's that telling you?
Make it out what you will.
Exactly. So we might get into a bit of that, but we're not going to be talking about, the latest Manchester United news. There's going to be none of that, so forget it. But what you can do, if you want to join in, you can tell us 3 things. 1, your favourite FA Cup memory. 2, what films you're watching. And 3, what series you're watching as well.
Yeah, what's new that's just come out on
Because I need some... My mate's
Netflix
on about this Shogun
Amazon.
thing. Have you seen that? Have you seen The Gentleman?
I saw 1 episode of it and I didn't hate it.
No.
Janine was like 4 episodes deep and I was kind of like, this doesn't look shit.
You've described it perfectly. I didn't hate it. I watched it, all of it.
I liked Vinny Jones in it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Vinny Jones is being Vinny Jones because Vinny Jones is now that guy.
Yeah.
He's like a countryside tweed wearing, he's still a lunatic.
Yeah, he is.
But he
loves shooting things, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He loves I've seen a picture of him with about...
He got a lot of grief. But the thing is
it culling or something they call it?
Could be culling, but that's when you've got vermin and pests and things like that. But I think they sort of thought he was like kind of glorifying. Here's the thing, right? If you eat meat, I think at some point in your life you should go and see the whole process of how food is harvested.
Was it Gordon Ramsay who raised a sheep with his kids
and then made him kill it? But we're so disconnected, aren't we? Like, what's chicken? Chicken is in a white polystyrene thingy on a shelf in Tesco.
Yeah.
It's not connected to the animals that you see.
No, it's not. I mean, I've always been of the opinion. I'm not really moral when it comes to vegetarianism.
I don't like trophy hunting.
No.
I don't like kill it so you can hang it above your fireplace. That's just a bit
I hate
weird.
It when you see,
If you eat it though, if you're killing someone to eat it, and you're a person who eats meat or wears leather, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
If you're one of those like fucking militant vegan types that like only eats, I don't know, the sap of a fucking tree, then all right, I'll accept it. The criticism.
Everyone is a bit of a hypocrite though. Even vegetarians a lot of the time will wear leather. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone, it's a bit. You're always going to be a bit hypocritical. But the thing for me is right. I've got to kind of get out of jail free card in my head for anything I do, let me elucidate there, Steve. People say like, oh, you shouldn't eat meat, and I think, well, fuck off. I don't sniff and I don't drink. I'll eat meat. Do you know what I mean? That's how I justify it in my head. Like when I do things like unhealthy things, I think, well, come on. I put down the proper wrong stuff, so I'm allowed a bit of meat. I'm allowed sweets or whatever. So that's what I was feeling me because I love
2024 if people are just eating lentils, Jay.
No, that's what I mean. I like meat as well. It's just too much for me, and I don't know. I did make a vegetarian meal last night though. Made a halloumi burger.
Fish fingers?
I made halloumi burgers. You might have seen it on Mrs. Swear. She was amazed. Santa Notch says...
handmade or just bunged them in the oven?
No, I made the relish from scratch. I know
the burger's frozen?
No, the halloumi. I bought halloumi, right? So I fried the halloumi. I made the relish, like chopped up some onions, cucumber, mint, chopped tomatoes, and what else? And then mushrooms and stuff. So,
why a halloumi burger though?
I'm just looking, right? What I'll do, we've got into this thing in our house, like every Thursday I'll make a meal, right? I don't know why. It's like kind of like I just decided to do it one day and I'm stuck with it because I'm a bit weird. So I'm trying to make things that I wouldn't normally make and trying to make things from scratch as much as I can. Like I'm not out killing, reindeer.
So you didn't grow your own halloumi?
No, I didn't. I cheated. Our garden's not big enough to grow halloumi. So yeah, I made halloumi burgers. It was something new. I thought I just Google quick recipes, you know, like whatever the websites, and just something that's quick and not too expensive. So yeah, that came up. So I made that, but it's kind of a thing I've been doing. But what was my point? Yeah, vegetarianism. I've never really given it a go. I've never been one of those who's like, I'm gonna stop. It doesn't bother me.
Joe, I was in the shop the other day, right, and I got mad at Ash. He's a fucking vegan.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's not someone I thought would have been a vegan.
And weirdly as well, because I'm almost 100% on the hit rate for vegans that they were pressured into it by their bird. But no, with Ash it wasn't.
What is his reasoning? Because Smalling was a big vegan, wasn't he?
That was definitely his bird.
Right.
I think he just decided he was going to do it, and then he said he feels good on it. Whatever. But most people, I feel like it's their other half. Maybe not just your bird, but your other half.
Veganism, that's, forgive me for really stupid, obvious questions, that's no dairy.
They just have air.
Yeah, like you can't eat meat and you can't have chocolate and stuff and milk.
Yeah, so
forget that, bro.
It's oat milk in your brew.
Oh my God, no! You've lost me already. Like eating meat is one thing. Do you know what? I could probably do it if I had to, because I don't eat loads of meat, but I do eat it. But stuff like, you know, oat milk. I've tried oat milk. I didn't like it. I mean, like stuff like, now and again I'll have a bit of chocolate as a treat. I wouldn't want to have a substitute of milk in chocolate as well. That'd just be crap.
But I was walking around the shop and I just got mad at him because I was thinking, at a minute, I don't know what to eat, and guess what? I don't like have dietary preferences for anything like that. I go, when he says I'm having it.
When he says it helps him or he feels better, what? He's just more energetic.
I don't know, because I don't care enough to fucking ask him, and I'm not interested in. I'm not there thinking, oh, maybe I'll give that a go. No, I mean, whatever.
It's the perfect friendship, you, Nash Williams. It's the one I didn't see coming. It's the one that works well. I can't think of a better, like, the Head's Gone show is just perfect. You couldn't got two people more suited to each other. You wouldn't have thought, let's put them two together, but you've obviously become mates and started doing a show, and it is quality. Go and check it out, Head's Gone. Santa Notch says, watch me gran grow through the process of eating chickens or rabbits on the farm.
I think it's healthy to be connected to it. I'm not saying, like, every single person should, you know, at 8 years old, go and butcher their first pig or something, but, like, there is such a disconnect between where your food comes from and all that sort of shit. I think it'd be good. But I think people seen their ass with Vinny Jones put, like, I think he killed, like...
What did he do?
He's either birds or squirrels
Vinny
or
Jones,
something along those, like... And he had fucking rate loads all lined up on the floor, and it was like good day out hunting or something like that.
Yeah. I think I might have got it. Yeah. I remember...
Probably that blurred out one, isn't it? Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Hold on. 100 dead foxes. I didn't know it was foxes. Oh shit, that wasn't the one I saw.
Right, so there's a...
That's a bit different.
Yeah, wow. It says here that former professional footballer turned active Vinny Jones...
I thought it was like rabbits or something.
...is embroiled in a social media row. We've all been there. Row your boat. Over a photograph that appeared on his Twitter feed of 100 dead foxes with the caption, "A real night lamping #foxes. Anyone beat this?" 100... That is outrageous. But then he says he's been hacked, and apparently that picture was from
Why do people
Australia.
only ever get hacked when they do something that they definitely do, but then it got a load of backlash?
Did Cristiano get hacked?
Yeah, he's been hacked today.
Well,
so he messaged our account, didn't he?
Oh, did he? Right, because it was your mate who told me. Dave Pritt said Ronaldo's been hacked, and I thought he meant Ronaldo Brown.
No, it's like Cristiano Ronaldo's DM'd us trying to flog NFTs. I was like, I think that's probably that sounds like a hacking.
Do you mean the guy that's on like 12 million quid a game isn't trying to sell NFTs?
I don't think that's real. But like that, you didn't get hacked, did you?
No, he did it, didn't he? It's like when Liam Gallagher said he got hacked. Do you remember that?
It's anyone.
He did something like, he's probably 3 bottles of whiskey deep.
That fucking bird he was in geography class with on Facebook, I got hacked after calling like your mother-in-law, right. Makes sense. That's exactly what a hacker would do. It's mad how people just accept I was hacked.
Do you know what was funny though? When the one we all...
I've had my Instagram hacked, and do you know what it did? It put like snide Ray-Bans for sale.
Yeah, my old Twitter got hacked.
And like, that's a hacking. No one's like... If I'd have got hacked and it's like, it tweets out something like, Jay's fucked me off today. I'm sick of him, the fucking bald prick. Yeah. I couldn't have gone, I was hacked today, and you're like, we had a row this morning as well.
Oh yeah, and that's so weird that those Russian spam bots have managed to hack your account and tweet that out the same day me and you had about it.
Well, Infinity Monkeys write Shakespeare, you know that.
That's what it is, though. It's like something that was legal. He was having a row with someone, said something he shouldn't have done, and then was like, actually got hacked.
I got hacked.
Hacked. Yeah, the first four
I wish
tweets.
people like, and it's always Tory MPs getting hacked all the time.
Mate, they love a good hacking them, don't they? In more ways than one. Yeah, I saw that because do you know what it is though? When Dave told me, he messaged me and said Ronaldo's been hacked. My heart sank because I thought it meant Ronaldo Brown, and I thought, has he done something?
Has he Tory MP'd it?
Yeah, as he said something he shouldn't have on Twitter, and now we're going.
What's that Little Britain sketch where it's like, and as I fell, I ordered 24 DVDs of girl on girl action.
Yeah. Do you remember that guy? Do you remember the old guy? The meme of the old guy when he got his accounts and he got hacked.
The guy was like, in the picture. £178 on porn, Virgin Media.
Imagine that, right? He's been caught.
What a day he had when he found the internet.
Yeah. He got clocked in it off his missus. Ethan, can you find that picture?
He's going to bat in there.
Yeah.
He's going to bat. Do you think I spent £178 on porn?
Like, do you reckon he just said it, right? He thought, that's the end of it, yeah? I'll say that, that's the end of it. And then she's
I didn't buy it, it's been a mistake. And she's like, well, you better ring them up.
And he's
I will ring them up.
I will, yeah. And she's like, well, I'm going to
ring them up. Right, leave the room.
It's a private call. And then she's like, I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell the press. You going to what? I'll tell the local paper.
It's disgusting, this.
You're right, it is disgusting, love.
We're pensioners. £178 on filth.
And
that's why, next thing you know, there's a cameraman in his living room and he's like, with a remote. I should have just fucking told her. I like Brazilians.
Just provide a load of porn. Do you know what? Just take the L, bro.
Yeah,
just take the L. Just say, like, do you know what?
How bad was the row gonna be? How bad was the row gonna be? It didn't have to go in the Daily Star, did it?
It didn't. It would have been one of them, right? A big row. She kicks off. We've got no money. And you're spending it on filth. You've not touched me in years. Now I know why. You have a bit of a banner. You know what I mean? You buy some flowers, whatever you need to do. It's all sorted. It goes away. She brings it up now and again. You have to live with it, right? Instead, you've become a meme forever. Like, that's it now. That is used. That picture is used everywhere.
Why didn't Man City try that? Get a Daily Star round. We'll stand in front of our bank account.
If anyone was angry about this,
Ireland.
Yeah. If anyone's angry about this, it's us. Hey, we're outraged at these.
What do you mean they've cooked our books?
These 115 mistakes that they've made.
Here's what Gary Cook. I was hacked. It wasn't me that wrote that email that I signed off.
No, it wasn't.
It was Russian spam bots. Again, they're at it. When we said we'd take it out of this account and not that account, pretend it was from the other one. That was just Shakespeare's right monkey, mate. That's what it was.
Actually, they're clever. Honestly.
Uses Google sentiment and reads your other emails. And
do you know what it is as well? It's getting worse because AI now. People are blaming that on everything.
You don't know what we spoke about yesterday. So on Heads Gone today, the producer at 5 sent us a video. So they've been translating us, and apparently we're on other social networks. Me and Ash are big in the game in China. Don't know if you knew that.
Didn't know that, but it doesn't surprise me.
I didn't know that either until yesterday or the day before. And he sent us a video.
Sweet coining.
What's the currency in China?
What's the currency in China? Yen.
Is it a yen?
And the yen Japan? What's the currency in China? Anyone get involved in the comments, let us know, because we're proper thick.
So anyway, there is a edited social clip. And at first, like, my hearing's bad anyway.
No,
I'm listening to it. In fact, Joe, I'll show you. Because it's bonkers.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I think we'll be all right. Copyright's not a thing in China either.
Right, while you find that, I'm going to do this. Because I've got some messages for you lovely people, yeah? Cue dramatic music, public service announcement. Announcement's not a word. Announcement. It's not a bird, it's not a plane. It's the biggest advancement in below-the-waist grooming technology the world has ever seen. Yes, Manscaped have dared to dream. They have broke through the glass ceiling and they have got the Ultra 5.0. You thought the performance package 4.0 was the zenith, the pinnacle, the top. No, it isn't. The 5.0 here is. And Manscaped have got it. Now, how can I get hold of it? don't worry about it. We've got you covered. There's a link in the description. Use the code Howson and you get 20% off and free shipping. And what do you get for that? You don't just get free shipping and 20% off. You don't just get the Lawnmower 5.0 with the multifunctional on-off switch. You also get crop preserver, ball toner, weed whacker, which does the nose and ear hairs. Men of a certain age like me and Steve, you need that? We've got you covered. You get the nail clippers 2.0 as well. You get the shed travel bag to put it all in. You get all that good stuff. You get 20% off and you get free shipping using the code Howson. I've told you this a million times. When you think of your balls, think of Howson, yeah? Howson your balls, Howson, yeah? That's what I do and it works wonders. Get the Performance Package 5.0, get the Lawnmower 5.0, get the Crop Preserver, get the Ball Toner, get the Weed Whacker, get all that good stuff, yeah? So you smell nice, you look great, everything's coming up roses below your waist, yeah? Your balls will thank you. Howson, that's the code there. Link in the description. Get on it. And a big, big thank you to Manscaped, as always, for sponsoring this podcast. And if nothing else, you buy loads of Manscaped stuff, you look great, you smell great, and you help us out. Everyone's a winner. Right, go on, man.
Right, so this is equal parts terrifying and fascinating.
Yeah.
So let's do it on that camera so you can see it and they can see it as well. So
go on,
just
we can all see it.
You can see Ashley Williams' big fat head on the screen here now, right? So it's like Ash talking for a fair few seconds before it switches over to me. And it was only when it switched over to me I went, wait, is that my voice?
Shut up.
I didn't know I was fluent in Chinese.
Right.
Are you ready? That's Ash's voice. And then wait till it switches to me. That's me.
That is you, innit? That's class.
AI's gone too fucking far.
Is it AI though? Or have you and Ash secretly been learning Chinese? Do you think we're brand new, Steve? Oh, it's AI.
How fucking mad is that? How mad is that? Jay, I don't think you're understanding how fucking mad that is, because that is actually insane, isn't it?
It's scary. It's scary.
How do I know I'm me? How do I know that I'm me? I'm sure Carl Pilkins said that. But how do I know that I'm me? How do you know that this is me and it's not Ethan?
Yeah, I know, because I'm here.
Do you know what?
I know.
Might as well be selling it weren't me. Someone else. There you go.
No.
I was hacked.
No. Don't disclaim that. Hey, I've been dining out on that for the last 10 years. Never mind you. When people don't know who I am.
I was hacked. Listen to me. It was China or Russian spy bots.
I do a show with a guy that did the Might As Well Be Celtic. Oh yeah, I know him. Yeah, that's the channel I do.
How mad's that?
That is crazy. That it's scary.
Guess what? Now you can't trust anything.
You can't trust anything. AI's a thing, innit? And it's like, whenever, it works for us, doesn't it? Whenever we do something we don't want to put our names to anymore, we can just say, that was it's AI.
From now on, yeah.
Yeah,
you've just heard me speaking Chinese with a Droylsden accent.
That's perfect. Has anyone ever spoke Chinese with a Droylsden accent before? It's mad though, isn't it? And that's not even anything bad, really, is it? I take it they've not changed your words, like what you actually said.
No, but what's funny is I'm talking about Jack Grealish going on a smash in the summer. I'd love to know what the word is.
That's the first thing you've seen in AI in China is you talking about Jack Grealish going on the smash. Alex Buckingham in the Super Chat says, I checked mine yesterday and thought Howson good. We'll check him if you want. Good stuff. Santa Nut says, the Gobshites Republic of Howson. Oh, right, okay. Is that a reference to the Chinese thing? Ed says, Steve and Jackie Chan collab coming soon. We'd all want to see that. Sam Z says the AI probably butchered half the translation. We wouldn't know though.
I'd never know.
Who's gonna check and who's gonna tell us?
Chinese to me.
Yeah, it is scary though. Like that, it does worry me. That
you've seen those videos
because
like a very obviously white fella in China speaks like fluent Chinese to him, and the reaction that he gets.
Really?
You not seen the videos?
No.
It's amazing.
What? So he's just learned Chinese, and like everyone's like,
yeah, but it's not like really like stereotypically bad Chinese. He just sits there and he's like, "Hey mate, can I basically have like one of them off the menu?" And they just don't, they can't compute how good his Chinese is. Like, what the fuck?
Taylor says, hey guys, I joined late. That's a bit rude, isn't it? You don't see us turning up late for this podcast. I'll get to that later on. I joined late, but wanted to say that I've been vegan for 3 years now, and growing up in a Turkish home, we ate meat, dairy and fish daily. A week in, and I find myself not craving them at all. There's something here for you. John Shin says, Steve, I'll teach you Korean. F the AI.
There's something I wanted to talk to him about.
John Shen?
Yeah, what the fuck was it?
Was it you telling him to shut the fuck up? Because that's been going on.
Typically, yeah.
Good vibes. John says, you can trust me, Steve. See, now I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that, John. You give the game away there.
You immediately
you think you're going to stitch him up,
I'm going to walk around and tell every Korean to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and he's going to end up getting his head kicked.
In fact, I think you're duty bound to tell me what the shut the fuck up John is in Korean.
Yeah, and we will check it, because we're not stupid, so don't try pulling the wool over our eyes.
It's shit how English people just do not speak other languages.
It is sad, isn't it? I hate it. That's why I always get embarrassed when I'm pronouncing foreign players' names and I get them wrong, because I think it just reminds me of that old English thing, of that Brexit attitude of like, don't need to speak Spanish because everyone in Spain speaks English anyway. Just shout English louder. Do they not?
And they do not give a fuck about your English.
Have you ever tried or been tempted to try and learn a foreign language?
Well, there's only 2 times that I've really had to. One was in Tunisia, and they speak French, and I was trying to find directions to a bank, which is quite ironically one of the things that you do learn about French.
Yeah.
Which is like "Où est la banque" or something. It's pretty easy. And then when we was in Bilbao, me and Statman Dave, and Statman Dave barely speaks English, so it fell upon me to try and converse with the locals. And I was about 300 days deep on Duolingo at the time, which I have relapsed on.
Really?
Yeah. I was trying, because I would love to experience Spanish commentary in Spanish and actually understand what I'm going in.
Yeah.
And we'd gone to Bilbao purely because of the fact I think the flights was $11.99, so we went to Bilbao.
Really?
Yeah, we had this thing. We went to Leipzig, we went to Bilbao, I went to Marseille.
Can't get to Oldham for that.
We was just fucking going places where we'd go on Skyscanner and we'd go, oh right, there's a location, right, is there any games on? And then try and find a game and then go and watch a game. It was wicked. We saw Atletico against Atleti, which was a brilliant game. And it's a San Mamés as well, brilliant stadium. But Bilbao it's not a tourist gaff. And they don't care. It's not like going to Benner's where like good luck finding anyone who speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
Like going to Bilbao, it's like...
That's class, that though. Just go to random games. I didn't even know about this. I didn't even know. I've seen pictures of you in Statman, but I just thought it was like, I didn't even know. I saw you at games. But
we had to, I had to just figure out. And honestly, it's like, table for 2. Can I order the?
So you did 300 days on Duolingo, and what sort of levels did you get to? Was that? Could you have a basic conversation?
No, I don't think you get the conversation. I think you need back and forward for the conversation.
Right.
Don't I speak Spanish?
Doesn't surprise me.
I speak Spanish, and it's funny, I went and watched him coaching the other day. He's got a Spanish kid in his team.
Really?
Who don't speak English.
Really?
So he's like, here's what's going on with the lads, and then he has to speak Spanish to...
Why did he learn Spanish, by the way?
Because I think he had a Spanish centre-half partner, and then the 2 in front of him, one of his full-backs, and like Michu and that, all Spanish. So to actually...
converse with his teammates. Oh, right, to shout out.
Spanish.
That's meant that. Do you know what? Because I tried to learn Spanish. When I was at uni, doing my undergraduate, there was a Spanish class, right? So I went in it, because I know my uni, I knew what it was like. I went in and I was like, I'm meant to be in this class. And they were like, your name's not down. I was like, well, I'm on it. And they went, right, no worries, just sit down, you know what I mean? Like, we'll add you to the list. And I thought, I'll go with this for a few weeks and learn Spanish. By the time we got around to my first exam, I failed massively, and I realised I wasn't going to learn Spanish, because you have to practice when you get home. You can't just go to a lesson once a week and think you're going to learn Spanish.
I can calculate. Spanish ain't too far from English. There's a lot of words, like you understand the meaning.
Yeah, I don't know. Go on.
Well, it's easy, isn't it?
Yeah. There's certain words that we use. We might use them to mean something else, but it's similar. It's a similar thing. Do you know what I mean? Like. I haven't got an example, but you know what I'm on about. Key Buckley says delicio. Yeah, there you go. Comprende. Yeah.
Comprende. Basic shit like, can I have a table? Can I have a couple of beers? Cerveza. Like that's you get you
pick cerveza, that up. Por favor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could get like the
una mesa para cuatro.
Yeah. Like little things like that. Yeah. I remember trying to do that. I don't know if it was Duolingo, something like that, an audio thing. When I came back to Manchester from London in my car. But again, you've got to practice it.
This is the thing. I think you can learn what to say. It's when blah, blah, blah comes back to you and you go, oh.
Yeah, no.
See?
That's what I speak Spanish. She says that because you lose that you come out, you fall out of practice, you need to have that conversation with people.
I think that's the thing, is that I think it's very easy to remember, to memorise, I know this means this, and I want to say this, therefore this, but like the infinity amount of things that can come back to you, where you go, oh shit, no, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
and especially when you throw slang and like
speaking
accents,
quickly.
yeah.
People, obviously, if you're speaking in your native tongue, you're just going to talk very quickly like we do. And then if you're like sat there with your phrase book going, hang on, what was that? Say that again. Say, hang on, what, slow down.
Well, think about if you go into a restaurant in England, like if you say, "Hi mate, can I have a table for two?"
Yeah.
How often are they going to say yes? They might just repeat for two.
Yeah.
Or you don't actually have a clue what could come back.
Well, so there's a bit of a wait in a minute. You're looking at maybe 15 minutes because we've still got some patrons that are just clearing up their table now. So can you wait 15 minutes or do you want?
All I've got is one in the back that you can't actually see.
Yeah.
And you'd have gone.
Just repeated what you said. Table for two. Like, you know what I mean? That's how you doing it. Like,
My mesa.
and they're like, what, this guy's stupid. I've just told you. I've just explained to you what's going on. Yeah, that's the difficult part. Because I hate the idea of not learning another language. Like, some of my pals have started, they took Spanish lessons. But again, you've got to practice it. You've got to have it like, when you get home, you're doing it. And that's where I fall down. I could go to a lesson once a week. But am I going to get home and practice and practice and practice? Probably not. I'm just going to get home and do something else.
I think Ash probably was aided for learning it by having them around him, because instantly you're going to pick up the swear words.
Yeah.
Instantly you're going to pick up like man on. Instantly you're going to pick up left shoulder, right shoulder, this sort of stuff. The real basics of what you're going to say on a football pitch. And you're going to get that repetition 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And then you can probably go, yeah, right, okay, how would I ask for a white coffee? Like, stuff like that. And then you get it. And you've got
leche? I don't know.
Native Spanish speakers who are going to tell you, and actually probably tell you in a way that you would use it rather than the textbook way. Because imagine if someone did walk up to you on the street and go, hello, can you point me in the direction of...
Yeah.
I mean, that happened to me, and I put you in... I have got a 100% hit rate of sending people the wrong direction.
I hate people like you do that.
Where was I?
Because if you've never been abroad and you're
asking... Triangle in town, right? And a guy asked me where the Printworks is. It's fucking there, Jay. Yeah, right? So I'm like, oh, go down the street down there.
And there's a taxi rank.
Yeah.
And that'll take
if you hit Halifax, you've gone too far.
Yeah, that'll take you to the airport. Have you ever thought about getting little one language lessons? Because you say kids pick it up quicker. No,
because do you know what? It'd be what an awesome little tool it would be to have your built-in thingy. And especially because Blake is a bellend as well, who doesn't shut up.
My kids are the same.
I'd be fluent in Spanish by
Tuesday,
about 7:30.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. Because we were talking about it. Because I think it was Maine actually who was telling me about it.
He will be, won't he?
Because his kids all speak. So like, and he said if you do it when they're young, because I think his kids speak Portuguese and English and Spanish or something like crazy. They speak like several languages. He said no, for kids it's easier. He said they learn it a lot quicker than you'd think. They learn it quicker than we would because they've not got 40 years of only speaking one language. But he said do it if you can at a certain age. And me and my missus were talking about it because I was like, well, because they were having French lessons at school and I wanted him to speak Spanish. I was like, I'm looking at maybe getting him, extra tutoring or something, but we never ended up doing it because just one of those things. But I wouldn't mind.
How cool would it be if I just learned it on the sly and got Blake learning it and then just chat shit about Janine in Spanish to her in front of her? What a treat that'd be.
I don't know. Do you know if my missus spoke Spanish to my kids and I didn't, I wouldn't be bothered. I'd be like, yeah, you lot can just talk to yourselves. Just leave me alone for a bit.
Do you get wound up for about 5 minutes and be like, you lot can just fuck
off? You just fucking have your little conversations. I'm happy, just leave left to me. She'd be like,
fucking Scorchio, fuck off.
I'm Batman has gifted a Stretford Paddock membership. Thank you. Extra content on the members section. Thank you, I'm Batman. It's all appreciated, man. We do appreciate our members. Sonic Quantum says, going to answer the question in the title. Amad Diallo's winner against Liverpool has to be there. He's a cult hero. I don't care.
What is your favourite FA Cup moment?
My favourite FA Cup moment, my good friend, is...
Because I'm going to be honest, as Manchester United fans, we might have more than any other club.
I think with iconic FA Cup moments, when you see like any programme about the FA Cup, there's a lot of United moments in there, isn't there? Like,
Cantona's winner against the Scousers can't be discounted.
That's up there for me. That's one of them.
Ryan Giggs' goal.
Yep.
The greatest goal the FA Cup has ever seen.
Yep. What's your personal, that's my favourite FA Cup moment? I've got one.
I think Cantona's goal, surely up there for me.
Yeah. Where were you when you watched that game?
My nana's house.
Well, I was at my house. I didn't go. I've been to Wembley a few times, but I didn't go to
My
that
fucking
final.
auntie called it. I don't know what odds you would get for getting the score, the scorer, and the minute of the goal.
The minute? Oh, bloody hell.
She went, Cantona winner, 85th minute. Fuck off.
What? Bloody hell. She's like...
And then by the time that's going in the corner, we're like, how the... And she didn't have a bet on either. She just... At kickoff, during you're all going, what do you reckon, what do you reckon, what do you reckon? Yeah. Everyone's like 2-0, 2-1, 1-0. And she went, Cantona, 1-0, 85th minute.
I mean, I...
Nailed it.
That's amazing. I did Carnew for Portsmouth, 1-0. I had a bet on that. But I certainly didn't pick the minute. Did you know it's 25 years ago this week that Ryan Giggs scored that goal against Arsenal?
Of course it is.
There's
so many anniversaries that we're rolling through now as well, like 94 and...
Does it feel, it don't feel 25 years ago to me. It's kind of depressing as well a little bit. It's like 25 years ago. And I was adamant we'd do that again. At the end of that season. I thought we'd do it into the following season. That we'll do this again next year. 3
out of 3 on the replies, by the way.
Key Buckley, by the way, has picked my one. Key Buckley says Hughes versus Oldham.
I was there for that.
I was there for that.
Nearly died.
Yeah? Why?
I was over the tunnel.
Really?
And it was before handrails were a thing.
That's so crazy. Me and you can't have been that far away.
I would have been 10.
I was 14. And I was sat near the front. Me and Dad got tickets, but separate. We weren't together for some reason. And he shouted me. He was like, the next day, he was like, look, I've got a seat here, or just come and stand with me or whatever. So I went up there and was with him. And then when Hughes scored that equaliser, the guy next to me hugged me and it squashed my nose. I had blood all over my nose, all over me jumper. I didn't care. But that moment was amazing because you thought we're going out of here. You thought, this is it. Oldham knocks us out.
And I'm mad at that. They ended up in the National League.
Mate, do you remember that, though? I remember, like... There was
some real tight games with them around 93, 94.
Yeah. It was unlucky as well because the end of that season, 94...
That shows what a good manager does.
Joe Royle. He remember in 93, they won all them games at the end, didn't they, the season? They beat Villa, beat Southampton last day to stay up. The next season, they did...
It was them beating Villa that gave us the league.
Spot on. Knowledge. Nick Henry with a goal. Nicky Henry.
Saw that on CFAX.
Did ya?
See, you fucking kids don't have a clue. Sitting there watching CFAX, it refreshes once every 30 seconds and it's 5 minutes late anyway. Sitting there and it's like full time. Villa Oldham ran out in the street.
Did ya?
Yeah.
That's class, that. We was all at my dad's mates' house and I always say this all the time, but they were all crying. My dad and his mates, and it's like one of the only times I've seen my dad cry. And I was like, right, slow down.
We've won trophies, so obviously from 98, 91, 92, and then winning the league, it just felt like kind of normal. Like, oh, it's another cup that we've won.
But my dad was 8 when we won the European Cup.
I might fucking cry the next time we do.
I will cry.
It might be in about fucking 15 years.
100%. My son will be laughing at me. But he was 8 when we won the European Cup. And he was 33 or whatever when we won the...
Well, yeah, mine was 7.
Yeah, so...
Imagine. So, like, it's the flip side for me.
Yeah.
So I was 6 when we won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And then, like, from 6 to, 30.
Just winning everything.
Just won the lot.
Yeah, that's like me. From 10.
So flip it to be the opposite to what our dad's got, which is, like, from birth to still wearing short trousers, probably.
Yeah. United
are really good, and then for the
when you
rest
start understanding
of
it, when you start understanding it,
from understanding it to having your own kids, they're shit.
And also, the team that you hate the most, the team that you despise, win everything, win the lot.
We're in that cycle. We don't realise we're halfway into that cycle.
Do you know what though?
Wouldn't have thought they was going 20 years, would they?
Who?
Arsenal.
No.
Here they are.
No.
3 weeks away.
I mean, imagine they went a whole season where they drew 12 games, and.
Lost 6.
That they call it the Invincibles for some bizarre reason. But they did that and then haven't won it for 20 years.
Dipped. Fucking Invisibles more like.
Hey, have a bit of that. It's mad though, isn't it? It's like Liverpool.
Because, I love watching next season's predictions the day the season ends.
Yeah.
Because they're mental. I remember seeing people tell me Leeds was going to win it like 2000, 2001 because they'd got a bit closer, hadn't they?
Yeah. Well, you can never. That's the thing. Like now, you can say City are probably going to win it because they just will. But a lot of these teams where you go like, oh, they might do a bit. You called it me on when we did predictions on Burnley because I thought they might have one team who gets promoted sometimes does really well. And
not this year.
No, and I went Burnley. And you went, no, because he'll try and play that football he's played in the Championship and he'll get found out. And he did.
I'm rarely that right.
Yeah, well, you were. And do you remember we all had to go at Joe? Because he said Wolves would stay up comfortably. And we were like, shut up, you knob. They're going down. Lopetegui's just quit because he's got no money. And he was happy days.
I think they're going to draw with Arsenal tomorrow.
I think you're right. Me and Ronnie was saying it the other day.
We said it yesterday with a podcast.
Sorry, not me. It was me.
It's the draws that's going to get them, and I think that's going to happen.
I think they're imploding. I 100% think they're imploding. Danny Shields says, who's been a member of the first team for 39 months. Thank you, Danny. Says, I am an SNA in a primary school with a lot of Ukrainian refugees, and the look on their face when I speak their language to them is mint. So worth it. I hope you're teaching them the word mint as well. That's even better. Alex Buckingham says, Steve, have you spoken to Joel since their game?
No, I try not to talk to him.
That's reasonable, isn't it? I mean, fair enough.
I try not to talk to anyone. I'll be honest with you.
Just in general, in life. Yeah. There's a little... We all know, right? We're talking about when we started winning everything, when we had that period under Fergie that was like the greatest period in the history of association football, and obviously included the greatest achievement in the history of football, winning the European Cup Winners' Cup.
Without charges.
Yeah, without charges. What kick-started that was the FA Cup, and at one point in 1990, I think it was, going into that third round against Nottingham Forest, it looked like Fergie was going to get a sack. This is something I asked him about. I asked him about that when I got the opportunity to speak to him, even though it was only briefly. It was still an interview with Sir Alex Ferguson, the greatest moment of my life. No offence, kids. But I asked about that, and he could still name the team. He could still name the players that were injured because it looked like he was going to get sacked. Mark Robins gets the goal. We beat Nottingham Forest.
Not a regular starter, even.
No, not. He didn't even start the final, did he? He didn't start either final that season. He didn't start the final or the replay. I don't think he
only had like 25 games.
I don't think he got off the bench in the replay. I don't think he did. Anyway, we were in that game because of his goal. The rest is history. Fergie, do you think Fergie would have gone? Because you've spoken to people. You spoke to Martin Edwards, haven't you, about this? I mean, people. You spoke to the one who made the decision.
Yeah, I was speaking to the guy that would have been the one that had to sack him if he was getting sacked, and he went no. Now he might be rewriting history to make himself look more favourable. And I'm going to be honest, there's a very strong chance of that with Martin Edwards.
Yeah.
But I also believe the conviction in which he said it as well. And his actions, not just his actions around... Fergie says he rang me up on the day and said, don't worry, whatever happens today, he's still United manager. That's a pretty good action.
Yeah.
No, that's a bold claim that if then he would have lost it to fire him the next day.
Yeah.
Because I still believe people that trade on their word. So I think that's probably the case. And I think his actions... What he said since, what he did on the day, and the fact that he said, it wasn't just, oh no, it wasn't. It was, I think he answered me, he said, no, because we knew the word I was going on behind the scenes.
Didn't Bobby Charlton say something similar? Because he was in the board, wasn't he? And then
I've seen an interview where he spoke about it.
He said, like, that wasn't going to happen. He wasn't going to get sacked. I think Bobby Charlton was pretty much fighting Sir Alex's corner at the time as well. Plus, you've got Martin Edwards, who wasn't, against him. So... It looks like there was a bit of leeway.
Fergie and Martin Edwards' falling out was on money. Like Fergie's always gonna think he's worth more.
Yeah.
As every worker's right is there to sit there and go, I want to pay more.
Yeah, how much am I worth? Am I getting what I should be getting? Because I think George Graham as well told him what he was getting at Arsenal.
Give him his contract.
Yeah, which is because I think Fergie says he's knowledge man. He said he'd argued at one point that he wasn't getting the same as George Graham, and the board were like, well, you're lying. So then he got George Graham because
he still didn't believe him.
Yeah, there's his contract.
That's not his contract.
So it doesn't look like he would, but he was under a lot of pressure. You get that result, and it does kickstart. Great ball by Mark Hughes. Mark Robins scores the goal. Fast forward 34 years to this weekend, and we're playing Coventry. Mark Robins' team. Could you see a scenario where Mark Robins costing the current Manchester United his job, Manchester United manager his job?
There's a story either way.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't, then was it the semi-final or the quarter-final last time?
What, the Nottingham Forest game? No, it was the third round.
Was it?
Yeah, it was early doors, bro.
It was like January.
Yeah, it was like, that's why it was like, if he loses, because if you lose the semi-final back in the day, the FA Cup, people go,
it's like getting Champions League semi now.
Yeah, people go, we got to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Yes, we finished 13th or 11th or whatever. Give him a bit of leeway. But now, no one gives a toss if you get to the semi-final of the FA Cup. So, it was third round, he did it. But what you're saying is if Mark Robins loses, that could be the salvation for Eric Ten Hag.
Depends on tomorrow's more than we think, because I don't give United a hope of beating City, which is mad because you go, wait, so if Chelsea beat City, we could beat Chelsea. Like, yeah, because like football math don't work like that.
No, it doesn't.
So, I can see Chelsea being really difficult because I'm pretty sure they've not beaten Chelsea this year, City.
No, I don't think they have. I think the sort of positive. I get what you're pointing about Chelsea though. I remember the game of the Etihad.
Look how fucking lucky they were at the bridge.
Yeah.
Against us.
Yeah.
Like, if put it this way, I'll probably go if it's Chelsea.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
If it's City.
Do you know what the mad thing was?
Do you know what the mad thing that week? I might just spend a bit of time with her.
Do you know what the mad thing was about last season? Was because obviously me and you went down together and we were left together, and on the journey back, it was almost like you weren't. Obviously you gutted. I'm not saying you weren't, but it's like we all kind of expected it. Do you know what I mean? Like the atmosphere after that game.
The atmosphere before the game was reserved.
Yeah.
It wasn't like fucking into these.
No, it wasn't, was it? And afterwards, it wasn't like, I can't believe we've lost to City.
I don't know how many finals I've been to. It's double figures for sure.
Yeah, of course
but
it is,
like, we've been blessed, haven't we?
Yeah.
But like, I would say every other cup final I've been to, I think we can win. And even when we played the likes of Barcelona, I wasn't in Rome for that.
No.
I had about 15 bets on that.
No,
all of them had United winning.
I was the same.
Like, I was like...
Mate, I remember going down to Wembley for the 2011 Barcelona final, trying to get an in-out ticket. Didn't get anywhere. The most pathetic attempt to try and jib in anyone's ever done. I think I gave up like on Wembley Way. I went to the Ministry of Sound, but I wanted to go because I was convinced we were going to win. And that's after the 2009 final when we had our arse handed to us. I was still in that thing of...
No, I didn't feel like it was as hopeless as hindsight probably should have made it.
Yeah.
Like, pretty sure we had half a chance because we wasn't lucky in Rome. But yeah, that City game, and then 24 fucking seconds in,
mate, it was horrible.
I think I'm not watching tomorrow. We've got a game, although I think their game kicks off just as ours is ending. So let's be honest, I'll probably watch the second half.
Yeah,
Open Chelsea do them.
There's something weird about Chelsea, I don't want to get my hopes up, but they're a weird side. Like they should have beat the Scousers in that Carabao Cup final. Really. Like it was there for the taking.
We beat them.
Yeah, exactly. That's how bad they are. But Chelsea have got something going on.
They were shockingly bad at the start of the season. Their form lately isn't too bad, actually.
No.
They've put a solid arse run together of late. Cole Palmer's doing a bit of a madness. And if there's any time to show that Pep fucked up, tomorrow Wembley would be the spot to do it.
That's what I mean.
You fucking shit house, get it done.
What do you put any weight into the City having this extra time and losing on penalties that affected them detrimentally? Do you know what I mean? Do you think that could play into it because was it De Bruyne and Haaland were both knackered and asked to come off, which says quite a lot of that in a Champions League quarter final you want to come off because you're goosed.
The margins are very fine at the Premier League, and even between like City and Chelsea they'll still be pretty fine margins.
Yeah.
And the occasion, I don't know what the weather's like this week. It's pretty cold actually. It's not as hot as it has been at Wembley, where that Wembley Stadium, it just seems to absorb the heat. It's fucking red. So
I don't think I've ever been at Wembley. I know you go to Wembley when it's usually a warm time anyway.
Yeah, I went in November and I was in a t-shirt.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been in that stadium with like my coat on. Like, and I go full with my coat on all the time.
It's a weird hot gaff. Yeah, you got a fucking Parker in here.
I do. Yeah, I took it to Thailand with me. Right, literally. But it is weird. Like every time I remember it, thinking Wembley, I was like, yeah, I'm just in a t-shirt.
It's fucking red hot.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I think like I think there's more chance of Chelsea doing something against City than us. And I think obviously there's a better chance for us beating Chelsea than there is against
City. I put it 50-50 if we've got Chelsea.
Yeah, I agree.
I think if it's City in the final,
if it's us against Chelsea in the final, it's 100 shots, and who just concedes the least wins.
Someone dies for a penalty.
Yeah, it's that innit? It's going to be something like that. The City game
we're
though.
We're fucking due on and all.
I know we've had no luck lately. It's been horrible, hasn't it? It really has. But yeah, there we go. We've got to get there first. Just quickly on the Coventry game. Have you got any worries about that? Realistically,
yeah.
Or you might have. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I'm not trying to put words in your mouth.
You can't disrespect a team that's got to the FA Cup semi-final.
Yeah.
They're coming from a league which I think is one of the 5 hardest leagues in world football.
I think the Championship's ace,
Yeah, it's carnage. It's a fucking brilliant knife fight.
Yeah, it's so good.
They're like 8th in the league. They've got a very physical team. They're going to low block people. And I said this in my preview. I'm open to seeing what the team is, and I've been asking for Bruno to be switched into a deeper position for a while so we can bring Mason Mount in.
Because at the expense of Casemiro?
Yeah, because, for starters, he's been dog shit, but that 3 of Mainu, Bruno, Casemiro, in that orientation, I know what it is, and I know it's bad.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see that again.
No.
And if we see that Rashford, Garnacho, Højlund forward 3, well, that forward 6 feels like it's played a lot of football together. You can excuse the defence being whoever's fit starts, but that 6, that's played a lot of football together, and it's been fucking dreadful. So I don't think you can excuse playing that midfield again.
No.
And actually, worse than that, this Coventry team has got some issues with pace in the back line. Matt Robbins isn't stupid. You don't get to an FA Cup semi-final with Coventry.
Yeah.
Unless you've got a little bit of craft going on. They are going to low block us. Now, if you put on 3 people who require space to run into against a team that's going to low block, there's some very, very, very bad signs on the wall for Erik ten Hag that I won't be defending, because you've got players like Mount, like Ahmad, that can play in between the lines. If you play 3 forward players that are all going to want it in behind, all going to want it in space, all want to try and dribble against a side that's probably in a low block, no one can pass it them. Like, I would love, like, a strategy for this game should be, Ahmad, Bruno maybe in a different role, because he has got a great, like, decent length of the ball on him. Mount and Ahmad to make some intricate little stuff. Probably go with Garnacho. Maybe even draw a foul, because I think his speed will be an issue for them. And Højlund down the middle. And then get a goal or 2 up, 55, 60 minutes. Bring Ericsson on.
Yeah.
And how about let's keep all of this ball for a bit. Play with a little bit of control in the game.
That could do us the world of good as well. Do you know, just to have I know it's only a championship team, but having a game where you go, actually.
A game going to plan.
Yeah. Like we haven't had that, have we?
Let's play this, do this, and then at this minute, bring that on.
It works. Because even the Liverpool game, was mint as it was to beat them, and the way we did it, it wasn't like we went into that game, this is our plan.
Jay, if that was the plan, honestly, if I managed a game that went like that, and that was the plan, I'm releasing the plan. I'm showing you that I planned that. I'm like, anyway, this is our meeting.
This is what I said at half time.
Next slide, please.
Yeah, I said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get Fulham into a full centre security.
He's going to play left back. We're going to play Bruno as a false centre half. And then young Ahmad's going to score the winner. If I'd have said that at half-time in dressing room, you better believe I'd have been like, hey, that's going on socials.
Yeah, I want that out everywhere now. People be like, I'll say hi that.
Why is he speaking Chinese?
Yeah, we think we're stupid. No, 100% I agree with everything you said. We'll have to see if Matt Robbins is going to have another big say in the future or the history of Manchester United Football Club. Mr. Howson, what's going on? Have you got a game tomorrow? What?
We've got a massive game tomorrow, yeah. We've got 5 games left. This is our last game at Openshaw against probably the best team we've played this year.
What's promotion situation like? Is it possible?
Yeah, it's possible.
Forgive me for not being
possible,
yeah.
I think if we win all 5 games, I expect to go up.
Yeah.
If we win tomorrow, we should win the other 4. Tomorrow's the iffy game.
Okay. Good luck with that.
A couple of players have not passed late fitness tests, which is a problem.
I know my boy Ronaldo Brown's out, innit?
Oh yeah, and him.
Yeah. Wow.
He wasn't starting tomorrow. He knows that.
So awkward when you say these things upstairs. We're all sat there and it's like, oh, because I don't know how well he takes him, to be honest with you.
Takes it fine.
Yeah, yeah, he does.
Also, it doesn't matter because that's how it's happening.
Fair enough. Sia says, hi Jay and Steve, I'm visiting Old Trafford for the first time. 5-day stay catching Sheffield and Burnley home games. Any tips for first time visitors? I'm proper bays, me. I mean, the only places I go nowadays are either Media City or Hotel Football. If you can get in there, just make the most of it. If it's your first time at Old Trafford, make the most of it, and I'm sure hopefully the team will give you a result. That's the main thing, isn't it? You don't want to see us draw or lose to Sheffield United and Burnley. But at the minute with this Manchester United team, you never know. Make sure you go and check out. Right, I'll go through my list here. You got Ed's Gone on which channel's that on?
Oh, it'll be out in about 5 minutes.
On 5 minutes, is that on Rio's channel?
On 5.
On 5?
Yeah, the flagship show on Rio's channel. Yeah, keeping the lights on.
It is. I think it's the funniest show on that channel by a country mile. To be honest with you, I know biased, but it's true. Go and check that out. Go and check out Stretford Paddock FC. Go and check out Stephen Howson TV. You want to see his preview for the.
Check it out on socials. If you're in Manchester tomorrow and you fancy watching a game, come and watch us. It should be a good game.
Yeah, man, it's good, man.
I'm going to get a banner, for next year. I'm going to stick it out on YouTube and stick it in the fucking thing is.
To be honest with you, right, when you played Droylsden, I had a top laugh that day. That was a top game, that.
It was tight, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was something I never did. I never go to get the grounds like that and watch games like that, and it was good. The atmosphere was mint. It was lively. It was penalties, wasn't it, at the end and everything.
Won on penalties.
Yeah, and it was good stuff, man. And I had Andy Tate giving me the history of Droylsden next to me as well, because he's a big Droylsden fan, innit?
We are trying to hook up. There's a potential that we're playing Glasgow Legends the same day United play Rangers. So Glasgow Rangers Legends the same day. So United play on 20th of July.
Yeah.
We are trying to get a game in Edinburgh against Glasgow Rangers Legends about 4 hours early, but the pitch that we ID'd for it isn't available, so it may or may not happen, but we're trying to make that happen because that would be fucking mega. We did Dublin last year and it was amazing.
Yeah, I saw that.
I wouldn't mind having a bash at doing that in Edinburgh this time around because it's not about the performance of the game, it's about the lads being away with each other and getting a bit of team bonding and stuff like that.
Yeah, because at one point, was it the Dublin one? Where you wanted to get us all involved. We was gonna me.
I put Macca on.
You put Macca on, didn't you?
Because I was nervous at the end.
Because I said I'll sit on the bench, but you got to give me a minute. Sort of, I'm 44. I wasn't that good when I was 24, and especially at the level you lot play at. I said I'll come on for a cameo, but that's it. But unfortunately, I couldn't come down. But yeah, I saw that, and I thought, do you know what? I'm glad I didn't play because that'd be me getting clips up. When it was like, look at Jay, look how shit he is. I was like, nah, you're all right. But no, if you can get down there, go and check it out. Good game of football. Obviously, we've got all the good stuff as well on the channel. Big thank you to Manscaped sponsoring it. Make sure you are hitting like, share, and subscribe. That's been Stephen Howson. I've been Jay Motty. This has been The Brew, and apologies because we did speak a little bit about football. We'll make sure we don't do it again next week.
Yeah, we won't do that again.
Yeah, thanks for watching.